Okay, looks like we are live on YouTube, and if you're watching this as a recording, you might want to skip ahead a few minutes. I'm going to wait to let some of my chatters jump in the chat here with me, and we'll get started. So stand by for a minute or two, please. I'm going to continue working on this project that I started last night with Robyn McClendon's July printables. Jan, hey, how are you? And some of my polymer clay tiles that I've made in the past, and some glass tiles that were left over from our bathroom remodel project to try to put a piece of art on the wall in the bathroom. So that's where we are. So in the meantime, I will go over the parameters of the sale. And actually, I'm going to adjust my camera. It's a little out of whack, and it's so weird. I had to adjust it the other way last night. That's so weird. I don't know why it's off the table. Hang on, I'm going to move the angle of the actual camera instead of the... I think that's better. Doing good, Jan. Doing good, thank goodness. Glad you are too. So let's go over the parameters of the sale. Let's get that going. This is the iStencils.com sale, which is started yesterday, and it runs through Monday the 26th. 25% off the entire site using the code JULY25. You get a free stencil, which is this one right here in a 6x6 version. And here you can see I printed it kind of double with black and then offset it with silver to give it kind of a shadow mark on here. And that's actually one of my favorites in this. I like them all, but that's one of my favorites. CB! But Sherry from iStencils wanted everybody to know that due to post-COVID shipping, she's had to increase her international shipping, unfortunately, to $19.30, and that's in an effort to stay even with it and not lose money every time she ships international. Canada is the exception. They're still $11.99, and any orders over $50 are free domestic shipping in the U.S. Hey, Linda. So you'll receive this free stencil will pop. She's got the website set up a little bit different now. When your order hits $65 before the coupon is applied or $50 after the coupon is applied, the cart will automatically add this free stencil for you. Hey, Vicki. So that's the details about the sale. I'm going to put this aside. So yesterday we kind of left it here, which looks like a mishmash of a mess. I printed out Robyn's July printables and used some of the older ones too, that I was looking for more of a gray color scheme. The bathroom we did upstairs, we did in mostly white with some gray. And I wanted to do a piece of art for the one wall that's above the white cabinet that I refinished with some silver distressing on it using a platinum PBO paste. Hey, Janice. So anyway, that's a lot of information. But if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen the cabinet in the bathroom come along in its stages. So I just laid this out to get an idea, and this is not what I'm going to do. Hey, Cindy. Psych, not doing this. But I'm going to do something similar. But I just think I need to get the background papers on first because I'm not going to use whole sheets like this. So let me get these tiles over here on the tile pile and get these papers that I was stenciling on with these new stencils yesterday. So that's on yesterday's stream if anybody's interested. All right. And I have a 10 by 20. Hey, Kathy. I have a 10 by 20 cradled board Here it's just primed wood. Then I'm going to glue these papers on. And I pulled out some of my old stash of polymer clay tiles that I've done over the years that are just didn't get used in a project, and thought I'd mingle those in with some of the glass tile. And this is the glass. This is a piece of the. This one's kind of dirty. It's got splashes of the grout on it from in harm's way. But this is the tile that was used in the niche in the shower. So I want to try to pull that. Pull more of that into the room. Since I had the tiles left, I figured I'd do something with those. So now the question is, what do we do? I'm undecided still about the type of glue to use to glue the tiles to this surface, because the papers are just printer paper with an inkjet, printed with an inkjet printer. So any moisture will reactivate these images and make them change a little bit. Hey, Debbie, Rachel, hello there, welcome. We'll change these images, not the paint, but the printed images may get a little blurry. And I didn't want to do that. So that's my dilemma at the moment. Hey, Debbie, welcome. Yeah. So there we are. But these are ones that I stenciled, and I thought to myself, how can I possibly do a piece of art without my own pictographs in there? So another idea I had was that I was going to, once I get these glued on, and I think I'm going to just go right around the sides with them. This one's about 1.5 inches probably deep. I think I'm just going to wrap it around the panels. I think that's what I'm going to do. Or I will paint this silver. I'll put some white gesso on first and then paint it silver. Now I'm really undecided which way I want to go. Let me have a little look-see. These will just be kind of scattered different images around the side. Do I want to do that or with silver? So I was telling the ones that were on stream with me last night. I know it's kind of fragmented because my brain's working overtime. Believe it or not, it does function at times. Not often anymore. But I just took, I was telling you guys about where I'm going to place this. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is the wall. That's the white cabinet that I kind of antiqued with the silver. It looks dark gray, but it's actually silver. And there's just a little plant there. And then this tray I was talking about last night is white with silver foil in it, that it was a little home goods find. And I just have a glass sphere there, and that's just an old glass jar and some beach glass and pink sand from Bermuda and some big beach glass that I've put in there from trips. And then I had another one like that. Oh, there's a close-up of it. It's kind of with the glare of the lights in here in this room and the focus of the camera not working, not a great picture. And here's the bigger one that I trying to take a picture of, not what's on it so much, but the coloring. This is the larger one. See how it's kind of distressed? That looks like silver foil in person. And I tried to take an aerial view because I was telling everybody how it's mirror on the bottom, but had like a mandala, wooden mandala, and you only see the mirror through the cracks. That's what it looks like looking down at the top of it. See what I mean, Vern? So that's my pictorial evidence of what I was talking about. So I think what I might do is just start tearing some of these rascals up and slapping them down. At the end of the stream last night, I also said, you know, I've been using a lot of Crackle paint. Well, not a lot because I haven't been doing a lot, but I recently did a class with Jane Monteith. She used a lot of Crackle. So I have Crackle, and I used a little bit on some papers during that class. But I thought maybe I'd break up all this with some white little blobs of Crackle and let that dry overnight, and then maybe use the tiles kind of around them. So I don't know if I might put Crackle like up in this corner and let it drip down in this corner, and then have a path where these tiles will just kind of waterfall down through here. Too many ideas in my little head. So first we need to decide which glue we're going to use. Does anybody have somebody on the messages below said how about Yes Paste, which may not be a bad idea. Hey Marcia, any thoughts to using printer paper with inkjet toner on it that I don't want to get wet and have it run? Speak now or forever hold my peace. Okay, no ideas. Not helpful. All right, well, at least I can start tearing up some of these while I'm letting my brain think about that a minute. I'm going to move this board thicker rather than wet. Well, that would be Yes Paste. Yes Paste is thick. Matte Medium would be the easiest, but that's wet. Glue stick, it's going to be in a humid bathroom, so I'm not sure that's the way to go for that. Just getting these white edges off, and then I'm going to tear some ragged edges. If I can hold the ruler tight enough. Oh, Rachel, why don't you put the link up to your class? Rachel Soul Rain Art on here is Rachel Bellamy, and she has a class, an online class that she's just launching. You're welcome to put your link up there, Rachel. I'm not worried about this because I think I'm going to tear. I love this arch though. Let's just do this. Recommend spraying with fixative sealer. Too late for that. I can never tear these. I get the little bit going, and then I don't know if I don't hold this down hard enough, or if it's just too little of a piece that just. Let's just do that, shall we? And let's just do that because I don't care about that piece. Not to say that I dislike that piece, but I don't want a lot of the coffee stain in the color of this. I want to keep it in the grays if I can. And I just got a fresh jar of Yes Paste for that class that I still haven't even opened. Somewhere over here. Huh. I think I did. Yes, I did. I did. What do you know? Okay, I'm going to take a couple of these popsicle sticks while I'm here. We're stirring and schmutzing it around. Hey, Z. Oh, that opened so easy. I was ready to really give it a good shot. Just surprised me. And oh, you know what I should do? I'm telling you, my mind's all. I'm exhausted. We had a very long day at the hospital today, so I'm dragging my hiney today. But thankfully it was all good. I'm going to show you Robyn stencils real quick. Where are my manners? Okay, she's got different. She's got several 8x10s. This is one of them called Roamings. These are her Hearth Code series that kind of link back to her Hearth Codes class that she did recently. This one is called Labyrinth. And these are 8x10, so they're exactly the size, other than the rounded corners, of the 8x10 jelly plate. These are called, this is just called Earth, and it's just small images of some of the other images you'll see throughout the set here. And then she has 6x6s. This one is Crown, Labyrinth. Well, that's got black paint. Let me turn it over. Labyrinth. 4 directions. That was the cross sign is like a directional thing in the Hearth Codes symbols that she did. Eclipse. This one is called Key. It's kind of like a Greek key if you look at the square that goes in, keeps going in, but skewed on an angle. This one is the freebie with purchase of $50 after coupon, and it's one of my favorites. And that's this one. It's called Light. That's also available in the 3x3 or 3x5, I think. But I just love that one. There's a lot of the 6x6s. Codex. This one is called Being, like human being. I don't feel like I'm saying being, enunciating it enough for people to know what I'm saying. Being. This one's Solar. Spiral. Shooting Star. Stellar. And this one is called Waves. Is that these are the previous set of the scripting stencils. And then the 3x5s, here's another version of Solar that's smaller. Another Crown that's smaller. And there it's a little different from the other one. This one is called String of Pearls. This one is Path. This one is Stairway. Hey, April. Oh, no, Z. Is that a reaction to a new med? You can't catch a freaking break, girl. This one is called 4 Directions, but it's different than the bigger 4 Directions. All right. I think I got to turn my phone off. Yeah, I got to turn my phone off. These are 2 of my favorites, too. This one is called Water. And this one is called Sound. Okay, and these were the previous scripting stencils all in here, I believe. Yeah, these are very well loved. So to work my pictographs in, because I like to have a little piece of me in there, I think once I get the board covered with the papers, I think I'm just going to take my pictographs and just stencil on top of that. However they overlap, it'll just cross over multiple designs kind of thing. So this, I think I'm going to tear a big hunk of this out of here. And just, you know, it's going to be a little cattywampus, but that's okay. Because it's going to get layered. But I might leave this straight edge because I love this and I love these symbols. And actually do you remember the cigar box and the vase that I did? Hey, Riri. With Robyn's papers and my papers that I painted. And I collaged the bottle, and after I saw Bonnie Barker do that, had to do it. But this, I used this on those, and that's in the bedroom on the dresser, next to the white and silver tray. For those of you who must know, this one's kind of big. This one. some of these I want to be smaller, but some of those are just so cute. And this with this, I forget, let's see who's here. April, you might remember, or Kathy and Z. When we were in Arizona with Robyn, do you remember what spray she used to make it look like this blue gray color? Was it, I want to say it was indigo, but that, I know that's not right. What was that she was spraying in her? Wooed. Ah, April, look at you coming up with the woohooed. Yes, but that's very much like the color in the bathroom. So what am I going to do here? Let me tear this. Maybe I can use this on a corner. And you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because tearing these suckers doesn't work for me with the ruler when it's just that little edge. I wish this printer would print right to the edge of the paper like Robyn's does. Yep, and I have some of that. Telling you, the old brain ain't what you used to be, my friends. Okay. Yeah, I have some of that. I got 2 little pots of it. 2 little, it's like in a tin, like in a little round tin, not a watercolor pan. Although it's, the way I got it, it's considered a watercolor. It's like a washed out indigo color. It's really pretty. And these, I really like these. These are the freebie that I just printed on here in silver. And I want some of these pops of black to stay in there. Because you know I like a little papa. I had to have it, but I don't think I've used it at all. Do you know how to spell it? It's W-O, I think it's W-O-O-D. Hang on. I think I might have it right here behind me. Oh, look. There it is. How accessible was that? Oh, no. It's W-O-A-D. Sorry. So here's what it is. And you can only get it in France, on a website in France. Blue woad, and I think they pronounce it woad, wood, woad, woad, like the road. And you can't really tell. You can tell on the lid where I kind of played with it a little bit. But it's some very special pigment. Oh, April, you did sign up. That's great. I'm going to catch the class on the rerun because I don't really have time to do what I'm doing right now, but it's a good mental break for the stressors in my life. So we'll just carry on, and I'll feel better when I get that wall painted. I think this one's going to be too big. I'm not going to use that one right now, but I love this little guy. I'm just going to tear this one down there. April, I mean, Rachel, I wasn't watching the chat real close, actually. To be honest, bad streamer, bad streamer. But you are welcome to put your link up there. I guess you heard me. Maybe you did, and I missed it. But you're welcome to put your link up for your class information. I'll leave that on there for now. Okay, and this one. Oh, Kathy, you did too. That's great. Oh, you did, Vicky. Oh, you know what? I remember that conversation now that you say it. Was it the same brand and the same pan, or did you get half pans or some kind of liquid or something. Wasn't yours a different medium? It's coming back to me. It's sneaking up on. Oh, tubes. There you go. And was it the same brand? That's right. See, it is in there somewhere back in the memory banks. It's just not recalled as easily as it used to be. Hey, Willina. Pigment from a yellow flower. What the Scots used to dye their skin in the 14th and 15th centuries. So would I have seen that on Outlander? Originally from Asia. What the hell is it doing in France? I'm going to get rid of, I don't need that. I'm just going to get rid of some of this like so. I'm going to have more than enough papers to cover this paper. But can you have enough ripped up papers? I don't know. I think Robyn's on tonight with Seth, actually. I'll have to go back and watch the recording later. Here's that water and sound and 4 directions down here. I love those. I know, CB, it is past the time. And I think, I want to say later in 21. And now Yellowstone, I don't know how long I can do without more rip. Yellowstone is postponed until November. It was supposed to be out at Father's Day, and then the summer. And now it's coming out and sometime in November, last I heard, for season 4. Oh, I love me some rip. I'm ready to get ripped off. I really like this. I might put, I don't know, I might leave that whole for now. Oh, and look at this one. This is the perfect color gray right here. Was I blocked? I can't see any posts. No, we didn't. You weren't blocked here, Vicki. Oh, that's what you're talking about in this chat. And you know what? I don't know why I can only see top chat. I can no longer see live chat. And when I try to click on it, a window comes up behind the window, the viewing window of the camera. And it says something. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Anyway. The paint, Rachel, the silver paint, that is Golden's iridescent silver fine. And that's what that is. But I did black first, and then I drug the stencil. When it dried, I drug the stencil I lined it up for the black again, and then drug it diagonally down just a smidge. And this one I drug the other way, so the shadow was on the other side. See the subtle yet bold difference? Oh my. I can't cut a straight line for the life of me. That's okay. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna leave that together for now. That one I used a different paint and it's not as bright, so I'm gonna skip over that one. This one I think is too, both of those I think are kind of too big, but this one I might tear up and use a little bit of. So we'll see. So let us proceed. I'm going to use a wet brush, fairly wet, in the Yes paste because it's so thick. You kind of have to do that to loosen up the glue a little bit. So now, do I want to wrap this around the sides? I'm playing with it over here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'll just paint the side silver. That'll save me some sanity. I need all I can spare these days. So let's just play with this. Now I'm going to overlap some of these. And the ones that I didn't cut straight, I'll scoot off and then I'll turn it over and use an X-Acto knife and come back and trim those off like that. Yeah, it is a nicely, it's really nicely pigmented. It's nice. Let's see what I have here now. What do I have? Oh yeah, this big piece. What if I just laid that there? I always love like a half circle coming out of the, you know, off an edge, which is why this one's really grabbing me here, but I think that's going to be too much. Let's see, let's just throw some of the stuff out there. This one was cut in a corner, so I'm just kind of looking for my, and I'll probably come over these with some other little stuff. That was nothing there. Yeah, I don't know why. Vicki, do you ever notice that when you're streaming now? I don't have the option as the streamer to go to live chat. I just have top chat. I don't know what the heck's going on there. I do not know. So I just love this light. This is the freebie for the iStencils sale. Oh, this was a straight one too. See, this is where I'm going to get in trouble. So I'm going to tear this like this. And this, I like this down here. I think I do. Now you can't really see this loop here, but maybe I just have to lose that little circle. This one wasn't really a good print. I tried to do the silver as like a highlight and do the black over it, but the lines were so skinny on the stencil to do that at what didn't really get, and it was a black image under it. It looks kind of schmutzed in the middle, and really it's not, but it doesn't grab me. Not grabbing me. So I'm just going to try to dry fit this stuff here a little bit. See what we come up with. So I want some smaller pieces. Tear these straight edges off of this. Oh, you go through StreamYard. Z, you still go through YouTube, don't you? Do you have that issue? Maybe I'll put you right there. Here's a good spiral. Oh, and that blue that I wanted on there. Kind of, sort of. These daggone straight edges, though. Yeah, I know I miss some stuff when it's on Top Chat. And I don't know what I'm missing. Gee, I'd hate to miss a troll. Oops, I'm going to smash that up, and that's another good spiral. Maybe I can put that something like that. And Here's this little piece here. That's kind of like contrived right there though, isn't it? I'm gonna leave it there for now because I'll tell you why in a minute. So I don't need, oh, I want this one in there for sure. I like this pop of black in here. Where are we gonna put you, honey? Do I maybe want to go with this here? Maybe go that way? Patty was able to change top chat to live chat by pressing the arrow next to the top chat. That's what I did. And it gives me a window that pops behind. It's hard to say hard to tell you what I'm saying. So here's what I'm looking at. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. Right. And here's top chat. Well, no, it's off. But the little drop down, can you guys see that? Because I can't see what I'm doing. When I pull that down, it's behind this window. I can't see the window. But if I just click on it, hoping that that works, it just comes up with that and gives me a live chat message down the bottom that I'm in live chat. So, oh, you know what? That's ass backwards for you guys, isn't it? Because it's not on, I have to look at it on Minicamp, or it's ass backwards. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Oh, well, it does what it does. I'm going to try to keep these dark bits on here. Get rid of that straight edge. And get rid of a lot of this. Over there. Let's see. Where am I going to put you, little one? Maybe I could put that one right there and just get rid of that little edge. Maybe put that one like that. Ish. That's kind of round, and round. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Here's one with a lot of black in it. I like that. I like you. Actually, you might look better here than this one. Oh, then I got two of those right next to you. That's probably why I didn't do that. This might be too big here. Tear that down a little bit. Of course, I don't have to have the whole spiral, I guess. And here I am taking out the little piece that I really wanted. I guess I could just put that somewhere by itself. If I need to fill a little hole, right? Like maybe up here somewhere, or in here, to get a little light in there. I do really like this piece. I hate to lose that little tail. Maybe I'll do this. I know there's a joke in there somewhere about a little tail, but we're going to let that one go. Oh, mercy. But you, look, see? Here you go. There's a little bit right there. Maybe put this path. This one was the path stencil in the black, and I put string of pearls down the middle of it in silver. Just because I could. Let me get rid of some of this. All right. I don't want that straight edge showing. Maybe I'll put that further up there and kind of disrupt. And you know what? Maybe I should tear this up so that I could place this easier. Don't you do it. And then maybe this, like the crowning glory at the top. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, pick me. Huh. I don't want to cover up that white. Maybe I'll put it this away. That's 3 washers in a row. See? I'm getting all washed up here. Maybe I'll pull that over here and put this like this-ish, right? And I'm wondering if I should paint this in case there's any little bits hanging out. You don't see the raw wood. And I did bring down the paint sample. Now this is the paint sample that's on the bedroom wall. It's called Autumn Fog, and it's a shade darker than the bedroom. Than the bathroom. Sorry. Pay attention. So that might be all right to do. If anybody wants to see a particular stencil used, please ask me. I'm getting a little off topic here with what I'm doing and what I should be doing. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of my way so I can scoot this back because I know I'm out of frame a little bit. Just making it. Just making it. If I did that, that might go there a little better. All right, let me tear some of this off of here. And what I'm going to do is just get an idea about this, and then I'll take a picture of it so that I don't lose much when I won't lose the whole orientation when I take it apart to start gluing it on there. Does that look off with that coffee stain in there? See, that's what I'm hesitating on that one. As much as I like that and that big rusted washer, that color's not in there anywhere. So that's, I think, might use you for that, honey. Don't be hurt. Here's a crown in black and gray. Get rid of this straight edge on the top of this one. This is just printer paper, April, that I printed hey, Cher, that I printed the Robyn's July printables, and then I pulled some of my older printables out of folders that had the right color family that I wanted to use with this gray instead of the coffee stain stuff, which I love. It's just not going to look right in that setting, I don't believe. So this, I really don't want to cover that up. So what if I put that here? But hold this one on top of that. Like so? I don't know. What do you guys think? It's a starting point. It's all mishmashed. I know that. And that's what I want it to be, because that's going to be the background, and it's going to get pushed back when I start adding all the tiles. And I still might put some Crackle down there. I haven't decided on the Crackle bit yet. But I think I am going to put a coat of gray on there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. There's a text. You just made a payment to Ralph blank of $9.99. Wonder what I just bought while I'm on the while I'm streaming with you guys. Isn't that interesting? Well, we'll check that out later. Sorry, Ralph. Oh my. Take one down here in the bottom. And up here on the top. And let's hope for the best. I'm going to put the cap on the glue right now. Oh, I hate to take you apart because, oh, I know I have a picture, but what are you going to do? Let me show you guys this for people who just came on the iStencils sale. All of these designs that I've stenciled on here are Robyn McClendon's designs, and she has a new series out called Hearth Codes that was originated from her Hearth Codes class she did recently. They're very earthy, tribal kind of looking symbols. July 25 is the code. The sale's good through Monday night, midnight Eastern, the 26th of July, 2021, in case you're looking at this in 3 years. You get a free stencil, which is this one, in a 6x6 size. And if you get a $50 order after the coupon's applied, and the freebie, when your shopping cart hits the right amount, it will automatically add the freebie to you. She did a little upgrade on her website, and that will automatically put it in there once you hit the the numbers on your in the shopping cart, so you don't have to guess at that. So that's those particulars. Oh God, I hate to move it. Okay, here we go. How bad can it be? Let's just move it. It's just paper, right? That's what she said. Okay, now I'm going to shake this up a little bit. I'm going to get a bigger acrylic brush from the bigger acrylic brush department. I want one that's going to, oh, this one, look at this one. It's brand new. I love these brushes. I always got them at Queen's Ink, and actually there's a Queen's Ink sticker on here, and I have to go get more. She's still got these, but it's a Princeton natural bristle brush, and it's got a long handle, but they're really nice. I like the way they fit my hand. I like the stiffness of the bristles, and I like them. So I'm going to put a quick coat of paint on here. And I think I'm just going to, so that's the bedroom wall color, which looks a little darker when it dries, as you can see there. And the bathroom color is the shade lighter than this on the stick. The swatch, paint swatches that you can get. So I'm just going to paint the sides first, I think. Take my glasses off. Oh no, then I can't see chat. Well, I just won't be able to see what I'm doing, but that's okay. Don't anybody feel bad. Okay, I think I'm going to, I'll do 3 sides and keep one open that I can handle the cradle board with, and do the other. Sorry, I know I'm off screen, but there's only so much I can do in frame here with this rascal. It's 20 inches long. Yeah, I do too, April. These are Valspar colors. This one is called Autumn Fog, and the one that was used in the bathroom that's a shade lighter than this is called Pelican, which I don't know how they go together, but whatever. The bedroom feels so much calmer now to me. and it's brighter, and I don't know, somehow it feels cozier. Usually like darker stuff feels cozier, I think, but with the white and the gray, I finally got the blanket, came in today from, I think I ordered it from Penny's. Nothing fancy, just one of those plush blankets. We don't sleep with a comforter and all that stuff. I couldn't stand it. And that's about this color. And that'll be the last remnant from the previous color. It was a dark turquoise. Now you guys know I like turquoise, but I think it was too dark. And with the furniture, dark, well, not really dark, but brown. And it's gray, but it's got a little bit of a blue cast to it, which I didn't notice in the swatch, but in real life it does. Which I was going for just a cool gray, not looking for any blue to be in there. But it is, and I like it, actually. It's not bad. And I some of the one of the little pieces of art that I got, it's a two, they kind of look like watercolors with some gold foil in it. I wish it had silver foil in it, but it still looks nice. That I have on one of the walls has like some indigo in it, which actually looks nice next to this color with that little bit of blue cast to it. Kind of like the wood, whatever that is. Only thing I don't like about these brushes is the natural bristles come out everywhere. Get off. There's another one. Sorry, you might want to flip ahead if you're watching the recording. Unless you like to watch paint dry, and then stay tuned. Don't miss a minute. So are there any gardeners out there, vegetable gardeners? I had the wacky idea of trying to grow some tomatoes. We both love tomatoes. My mom loves tomatoes. And QVC had, back in the spring, one of their gardens that does garden customers that, I mean, vendors that do, what do they call, like, crap. Not just regular flowers. They do hybrids, I guess they're called, where they're kind of something they develop that are really cool that you get anywhere else. Well, they have this tomato that's supposed to give you huge, not beefsteak, it's a different name, huge, meaty, juicy, sandwich-sized tomatoes. So we got the pots, and we got the cones to put in the dirt, and we got the plants and the plant food, and we planted it, and I've watered it, and I've fed it, and I've done everything. And the plants are looking great. The fruit, not so much. The tomatoes, the biggest one was the size of maybe a large plum. This really is losing its hair. I'm trying to remember why I like this brush now. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not going to worry about 2 coats because it's only on there. It's going to all be covered, hopefully. And if a little bit sticks out, then it won't be. Looking at the natural raw wood. And this will act like a base coat for when I paint the edges silver, if that's what I decide to do. Which I'm leaning that way. But anyway, the tomatoes, There's a lot of them on these tomato plants. But they are from the size of a, I don't know, golf ball and a half to, yeah, like a large plum. And that's the biggest one. And now we have blossom end rot, I think it is, where looking down at the tomato, it looks gorgeous and red and round. And then it's flat cut off and rotted on the bottom. And then we got one tomato that looked like it survived all of that. And it was sitting on the kitchen counter overnight just to sit there until we used it the next day. I came out the next morning and there was a puddle of water about this big under it. And I went in the kitchen. I said, what stinks in the kitchen? Something smells rancid. And I opened the trash. The trash was fine. Anyway, it was whatever juice came out of that tomato smelled horrible. Pouring some old bottled water into this jar to put my brush in over here. Yeah. So there was another one that looked like it survived, and it was small. We cut that in half, I sprinkled a little salt on it, and we're just going to eat it like an apple. And it just didn't taste good to me. Like, what the hell? So anyway, I told Dave, I said, you know what? I'm so busy now. I hardly have time to take care of them. It just ticks me off how they're not working right and growing right. And we did all the right things according to everybody. He's done. And, yeah, I told Dave, I said, if these go to the landfill, like the other ones did a few years ago when we attempted it, I said, if I ever talk about growing tomatoes again, please bash me in the head with something. Yes, and I got some calcium and added that to the soil. And it looked like 2 of the plants kind of responded to that. 2 of them didn't. And I'm just, quite frankly, just sick of messing with them at this point. Like, come on. So much for I have black thumbs of death, apparently. So we'll just go to the damn produce stand and buy our tomatoes. The heck with it. Still see some wet spots on here. Coffee grounds and eggshells. Yeah, I've had people give me all kind of tips, and apparently I'm just not meant to be a farmer. And I was telling Dave during the pandemic when everybody was talking about food shortages, and we always have a standing joke. When we retire, whenever the heck that's going to be, when we retire, we'll do this. When we retire, we'll take care of this. I said, when we retire, let's do a big raised bed, because I can't. Ground level is not a good place for me to try to be. It's at a real high raised bed, and do some tomatoes and different vegetables and stuff. We love jalapeno peppers we do our poppers on the grill, and just different things. And yeah, I don't think that's going to happen now. Like, Grace, if I can't grow a tomato in a pot, why am I going to go to the trouble of doing a raised bed? And I guess I just don't have the knack. You Marylander girls that came to my retreats before, you'll remember Gail, Go Gail Go. She's local, and she is really into growing her own produce. And she has lovely results, and she starts everything from seed and posts on the Instagram the whole process. And I think you can see the wood grain through this color. I don't know if you can on the camera or not. Probably not. It would need another coat for sure if I was going to just leave it like this, but I'm not worried about it because it's mostly going to be covered up. All right, let me A touch test. No, this still feels a little damp up here. So much for my tomatoes. It's so frustrating when you do all that for weeks and weeks and you start seeing them coming up and all the little yellow flowers and then all the little tomatoes and they're getting a little bit bigger. I know, look, they're turning red and you pick them off and the bottom's flat, green, and rotted. Crap. Then you fix that, supposedly, or do what's supposed to fix it and they taste like crap. How is that? I've never had a tomato taste like crap, so I can't figure that out. Okay. We're going to call this good enough here in a minute. Okie dokie. Let's go back to the picture. See if I can get anywhere near that. I know this one was down here. That's a good start. Cherry tomatoes at Lowe's. Well, that's good. I like a big tomato for a big old sandwich. I don't remember exactly how these were overlapped, so I'll figure that out later, but I'm just going to get them generally placed. That was a corner. This was down here. Now this was on top. I wanted that black showing. Back here. This was sort of up here, and I don't want it straight. I want it kind of cattywampus. Maybe put that white over top of here. Like that. Like so. Here's this little rascal that was kind of in there. And this was sort of in here. It's kind of big, though, to go over top of that, don't you think? Let's put that under there. And under here. Ish. Okay. So, are we in agreement on the yes paste? Oh, mercy. Let's see what kind of... This one's not as hard as the other one that I had. Even when I first got that, which was years ago. Many moons. This one's a lot friendlier feeling. Maybe I'll just put it on with the popsicle stick. Okay, so I think it would be easy to start with putting down these pieces because they're big and because they're on the edge, and they're going to go under this other stuff I put on top of there. So there, I got to say that out loud. That's my thought process. So when you see me run off the rails, remind me what I was going to do. Let's just try this. Let's see what happens. See how ballsy I am? I just throw it out there and see what happens. Probably should be using a brush, but I've never been much of a rule follower. Actually, brushing this as thick as it is, I know I've seen several YouTubers, and I've always used it with water. Putting a little bit of water in a wet brush and swirling it on there and getting some of the glue, sort of a little more fluid. Not fluid, but a little more workable. All right, Well, what the hell? Here we go. Well, I probably should get some right in that corner. You can see on the light when I move a certain way where I missed on the edges. That's not good. Not good. Do I have any glue up that high? And I do not. Let's add a little bit of that. When this dries clear, I used to use this when I made those little jelly jumpstart journals, when I would glue fabric that I jelly printed over top of a manila folder for the cover. We've just done tree change, veggie patches, and dream. I factored in the kangaroos. Oh no, I don't have the kangaroo issue here. Okay, this. I wonder if I should put it on the paper. And if it goes off on the edge, that's okay. It's probably a good idea anyway to let it get right on the edge of the frame. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's kangaroos and I just haven't seen any. I never thought of that. Thanks, Shar, for the tip. Cal helped me use to say you needed to add water. Yes, that's exactly who it was. Now that you say that, I was trying to remember who it was. And that's what she did when she collaged over her watercolors. Well, neither way is really easy. And now I don't have anything up here at the very tippy top. I'm going to be glued to my desk when I have to have Dave come down and chisel me off of here tonight. Scoot that over a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to take a clean. I'm all sticking together. Hang on. Unplug my heat gun. I'm going to set the joint on fire. Oh, speaking of joint on fire, we had a guy here. Where the hell are my baby wipes? How rude. I have to just spray one of these little wipes here with water. Working out on the deck, on the sunroom screens. Oh, that was another disaster. You have to remind me to tell you about the guy that came to grind the stump when we had a tree taken down. Yeah, his machinery was a little faulty and it threw wood chips, literally covering every square inch of our deck, which is a big deck. And tore up about 5 of the big screen on the sunroom windows and doors. So the guy was here fixing the sunroom screens. And I'm going to try putting it that way. Dave was out talking to him on the deck. That's not a good idea. And he said, it was a young kid. He said, Mr. Dave, does that look right to you? And he pointed to the neighbor's house and the dryer vent, which apparently their dryer is upstairs. Black smoke is billowing out of the dryer vent. And Dave said, nope, that does not look right. So he took off running for the neighbor's house. The man that lives there was at work. His wife was home, but not answering the door. So he's beating on the door and hollering for her and saying, I think your dryer's on fire. Because they're recently moved in, and we've never really talked to her in person. She kind of stays to herself. Her husband's real friendly. But anyway, he wasn't there. So she finally heard somebody beating on the door, and she said when she came through the door when she walked to the front door and walked through her kitchen, she smelled the smoke, and she ran upstairs, and she had these, I guess there's some kind of medical pad to put in the bed for elderly people that kind of had a rubber coating on the back. And she said she's been washing them and drying them forever for her mother. And that plastic, for some reason, got balled up and melted together, and it was black when she pulled it out. It was on fire. And so that was our excitement here for last week. Don't need that kind of excitement. Let me tell you, where's my picture? I think next goes in. Well, how the hell did it get on that picture? There, okay. Yeah, then this one. You know what? I'm going to tear a little bit of this off because I don't want that to cover the little bit of that blue-gray down here so much. So I'm going to go on an angle like this, and I think I'll take care of that issue. And I missed the whole thing. I was in work and back in the office, and Dave came and he said, babe, just missed the excitement. Oh, Lord. I got to get a different, I need one of these. I can't just be gluing on top of this, or we're going to have a disaster. So let me fold that on top of itself and dump these tiles back here. Pay no mind to the crunching glass noise. And use this to put these on and try to glue. Actually, when I get this covered, I'm going to put a piece of deli paper on top of this because I'm going to go through a lot of these paper palette pieces because of the overlap here when I get off the edges. Give me what I mean? Okay, let's see if we can put you sort of like that. I'm getting a clean stick. All right. Now where do we go? To this piece. Actually, you know what? I might do the top edges. This one, and this one. I might turn this around and do this. And then end up in the middle with making my choices with how I want to shift things. You dig? Let's do this one first. Dave had his second eye surgery this past Tuesday for cataract. He had the other one done on the 1st of July, and that one's better than 2020. So we're hoping he gets the same result. Got these new type of lenses that they put in that said he probably won't ever need glasses, most likely. If he does, it might just be for reading, and they never have to be changed out. I didn't know that any of them would have to be changed out, but I'm not up on the cataract stuff yet. His family all ended up having cataracts younger. My mom and dad were both well into their 80s when they had that surgery. This one goes here. I'm probably boring you guys to death with just this stuff going on, but that's what I got to do. Okay, now what else? I want to do the one that was in this corner. See, this is really messy. One piece of paper with this glue on it this way is messing up whatever I'm gluing it on pretty good. So I'm hoping, random thoughts popping into my head, that in 2022 I can go back to doing my little art retreat again here in Maryland. So for those of you Marylanders that are on here, stay tuned. This one went, oh wait, how the hell did that go? This way. I'm hoping by then Joan and Paul will have no issues flying over the pond, and all that stuff will be in our rear view mirror, and we can go have some fun. I have to get my baby wipes. I know, I really miss doing it. I miss seeing everybody and all that good stuff, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. Where the hell am I? Oh, here's my baby wipes. I forgot I took some stuff over to help a girlfriend get ready for a baby shower for her daughter-in-law for her first grandchild, and this was one of the things I took with me, was baby wipes to use, not because it was a baby shower. You'll have your new knee. Well, what I promised everybody we would do when we had to cancel 2020, it was sold out, and those people that were on that list get first dibs at coming back. So I don't know if everybody will, but then I go into my waiting list if they don't. How was this one on here? Was that under? It was over those two and under that. And then the two sides. So I got that one. What was over here? Of course, I got it upside down, so now it's kind of hard to tell, but I can't reach it all the way down there. I think it's safe to put this down now. Yeeks. Okay, April. Oh, I bet you got to go look at your little puppy now, don't you? I know you're ditching me for the puppy. Did you ever decide on her name? I might have missed that because I haven't been able to keep up with the text strings in the last day or so. Been a little cray-cray. Okay, so now I want to put this one I had over here. You know, also, it depends on where I put the tiles. Some of these little bits that are sticking out might not be sticking out because I can cover them with a tile. Maybe. How was that on there? All right, let's do that. Gwen! Hey! That's my cousin! How you doing, honey? I need to try to go grab lunch or something. My mom is no longer, she refuses to go out to a meal anymore, but you and I can. And whenever Linda comes up, I talked to Linda the other day, actually. She was telling me about the Tennessee deal. And stuff that's going on. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but God, does that sound fun. I am trying to make a piece for the bathroom that we just had renovated to go over on one of the walls, over a cabinet. And I'm also trying to, for anybody else who just joined, I was trying to I did use Robyn McClendon's printables for previous months and for some of the July pieces. And all right, I'm going to flip this now because now I got to look at it at the right orientation. That was upside down. There we go. This is all going to the background. It's going to get pushed into the background and put other stuff on it. Some of these tiles that came from left over from the bathroom project. So that's what's in my head. Whatever happens on here, who the hell knows? So this, I think we had somewhere in this vicinity. I'm going to cut a little bit more of this off. So that kind of goes around there. I don't want to lose that. And I'll take a little bit of this. I'm trying to keep all these stenciled images exposed where I can. So will that kind of go in there? Maybe that way to keep it straight. I gotta put it up so I can see it. Okay. That one I think goes there. And then I had this. Uh-oh. This was underneath of that. That's not going to work now. See? See what's happened? And this piece might go in like this. I'm going to turn the white up against this piece here. And this piece here, I think I had. So that hosed me up with this piece because I don't want to cover these three images. That should have been under there. But maybe I can tear it to fit. It's not all a lost cause yet, so hang on. Let's do this piece. I'm going to get another piece of deli. Getting all sticky over here. Yes, Gwen, give me a call. Linda kind of updated me. And I have a little update for you, unless she told you about it. So yeah, we'll do that. That is some sticky business right there, buddy. Let me tell you. Okay, now I got to pull this a little bit toward me so I can see the placement of this. Oh, that's got a straight edge on it. Well, it's too late now to dink around with a straight edge, so we're just going to try to... I'll cover that straight edge. And then this little piece... Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God! Dave just magically appeared. As big a guy as he is, he's very stealthy. Oh, my God. Scared the crap out of me, babe. I just looked up, and there he was. I was wondering why Babe was barking, because he left her and came down here. I didn't hear him run down the steps. I heard her barking up there. Very sneaky. So this, I want to cover up the tip of that. We'll go over here with this one. See, this may give me other opportunities. CB said hi, Dave. Thanks, Gwen. I like that tribal. He hollered hey from back upstairs now. I'm telling you, he's like, I don't know. He's a lot quicker and sneakier than he looks. Oh, no, he's still down here. All right, babe. I'll be up in a little bit. I like all these tribal bits. Which way do I want to put that? That'll work. Once I get this layer down, I'm going to stop for the night. I am pooping out. Okay, so do I want to just use part of this? Half a crown? That's got the crown stencil on it in silver. We're supposed to go right in that hole with these over top of it. And it's not going there. Let me find my other little bits and see what we can do. I don't want to use this one because it's the same shape as that. This is just a piece of paper with the gray blue on it that I kept. So I might be able to break it up. Break up all the designs with maybe a little something. Or like the, oh, look, here's this little. Oh, I like this one too. That's the brown one. Oh, and I have Path. Okay, we got stuff to work with here. This is the one called Path. Oh, I put that there. I'm trying to look at where the black is and kind of space that out. I love a little pop of black in there. I want to get off of these straight edges. Make it look more ratty-tatty. Nope, I don't want that covering that design. Or maybe not that. Hey, Z, I meant to tell you that we are back in business for guests. If you want to come down to any Queen's Ink classes, just let me know. His mom moved back home, as you know, when I had my lung surgery back in March. We moved her home. She'd been wanting to go home forever, so that was not a bad thing. I want to put that there, and maybe this. Underneath of there. I don't want it covering this one. And there's this little string of pearls number. She's doing good, Z. She just told me on the phone today. Of course, she cusses like a sailor. Gwen, you know. I'm getting rid of the GD. I don't want to mention the company name because there's nothing wrong with the company, but it's a company that has care for anybody to come in, different levels of care, companion care or nursing care, different levels. So since she was there by herself and I was going to be out of the picture for a while, we signed up this company to come in. They come in, the minimum they come is 4 hours a day and 12 hours for a week. So they were coming Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And they'd help her with a shower, and they do light housekeeping, light cooking, laundry. Well, she doesn't produce a lot of laundry. And she does have a neighbor lady that comes over that has cleaned her house for the last few years. So like none of that stuff she really wanted or needed. But anyway, she announced today, I'm tired of writing down my GD check every week for them to sit on their ass and watch TV or sit out here and look at the water. And I said, well, Mom, you got to give them something to do. They're not just going to go in your house and take over. It's, you know, whatever you ask them to do, they'll do. They don't need to do a damn thing. Carol cleans the house. They don't need to clean the house. I don't have that much laundry. Zach throws a load in for me when he's here. So she's firing her help. So there you have it. I do like this edge of the circle here. I don't know why I'm looking at covering that, but I like this little color, this coloration of this. But how could I work that in? It's going to have to be up here somewhere. So maybe if we put this over top of that one. I don't want to put this black under there, although that doesn't look bad, does it? Let's move that. If I put that piece there, and maybe still look at this one down here and put, that's not big enough. So yeah, so she's firing her help. Oh, mercy. 93. God love her. Yeah, right. Hey, it has to, Gwen, to keep up. Oh my goodness. I was over there not too long ago and we were looking through some old photos. I got to get some to you and Linda of your mom and dad. And really fun memories. So that. I put that there. There's a little bit of that sticking out. Do I care? Do I really care? That's too big. I told Linda, Gwen, that, and you and I talked about this before, but maybe next spring, depending on how things are going with everybody, you and I could drive down and visit them for a week or so. I have a ton of leave. I never use my leave. So that's not an issue. A little bit there. I want to have this down here. Do I want to keep that here? Or do I want to bring it up there? That's overlapping. Too much. Kind of open down here. I think I'll let this little rascal stay down here. And maybe live there. Oh, and this one's loose too. Oh, maybe I can put this one up here somewhere to break that up. Do we want to do that? Okay, well, let's just do it. Let's just get her done. This one. Oh, crap. I forgot how I had this one laying there. I think this way. Well, that's where he's going this time. We'll have to figure out the rest. This one I think I had going up through here, but I need to tear a little bit more of this off. Did it go this way and arc around that way? I think so. Oh, shoot. I'm telling you, this glue, it's very good. Let's throw that little one up there. Just to fill in a little bit of a sliver there. So I'm still thinking about the Crackle on top of this, which of course I'll lose some of the stuff that I like because I pick all the pieces that I like, but they must sacrifice themselves for the greater good sometimes. Now, what little piece? Oh, I have this. Ah, where was this? Maybe I'll put this down here. Too big, too tall. I think that's too much. Maybe down here. Is that a better choice? Oh, and then I have the string of pearls. Maybe I'll just put that. No? I need something little. You. I thought I heard you for a minute there, Gwen. Usually they're hollering at me saying, no, don't do it. Don't put it there. I got to stand up and get a little, oh, sweet Jesus, I sat too long. I need to get a little farther back. I like this little bit. This is kind of a blank spot down here as far as the design goes. So maybe if I put that there, I might trim a little bit more of that off. But this is a nice little, but it's, well, maybe it'll just have to go over the edge of this. And maybe we'll just have to have, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put this underneath here. That'll kind of fill in that hole. That's what we'll do. See, I get my aerial view going. Give it a different perspective. This glue with this stick is working pretty good, actually. And then, where was I going to put this? I think more, right? And this could go over here a little bit more. Oh, then I still have this hole. Where was I going to put it? Crap. All right, got to stand up again. That looks a little, I don't know. All these little leggy things and these kind of look kind of bunched up there. I think it could go there, but then I'll put a little something in there. Maybe I'll just tear this piece up and I'll just put less talking and more tearing. We'll just drop this little rascal in there, cover up some of that. Get the other one down. Hey, Green, good day. Yeah, I haven't been on much. Got a lot going on here at the old homestead, so I haven't been on as much as I'd like to. But I'm streaming this week for the iStencil sale that's currently going on, and these designs in here are all from Rachel. My Robyn's and my Rachel's mixed up. My Robyn McClendon's new designs with iStencils. So I wanted to demo those. And I'm just making something here that hopefully is going to turn out that I can use in a bathroom of all places, where I need a little something on one of the walls. So this is a multi-purpose stream. Robyn's printables, Robyn stencils, and something for my bathroom wall. What could possibly go wrong? All right, I'm going to tear off a little bit of this extra around here so that doesn't cover up too much. I'm going to have to get out the heavy-duty scrubbers to get my the glue off my fingers. Glenda, hi, hon. How are you? Seeking for Art. I forget. Is that Cheryl? Welcome. So when I get this much done, I'm going to lay some of these tiles over this. And I think it's going to need something to break up some of this busyness more than just those tiles. I think, and that's why I was talking about, that's better. That fits. Calling it a day. Now the popsicle stick sticking to my fingers. Oh, mercy. All right, better stand up. My head's probably going to be in here, but let's not. Okay. Okie dokie. Enough of that craziness. And get rid of this. Whew, that's some good glue, gotta tell you. So now I was thinking, oh shoot, I got this little rascal. Darn it. Well, we're just gonna stick it down there. Darn, darn, darn. Give me another piece of deli paper so I don't waste another sheet of this paper palette. Just when you think it's safe. Well, that's where it's going to go. That's where it dropped. Okay. Now, let me kind of audition some of these tiles before I wrap it up. What's it, 8:45? Oh, Lord. I'll be on for almost 2 hours here. I was going to do an hour a night, but once you get going, it's hard to stop. All right, let me kind of look at that from, yeah, so that's a background, right? That's going to be a background. There's some shiny stuff on there. This is one of the colors in the bathroom and bedroom. And I have silver accents on some stuff that I did. Okay. So now I was thinking about taking some Crackle medium and just letting it kind of run down, maybe down here some, and let it sit overnight and crackle and have some white space come back, and maybe do the same. I hate to lose this. I love that bit, but maybe have some just come up through here somehow. So I got it kind of coming up from both ends a little bit, and then kind of lay these tiles. I'm probably going to use nippers and make some of these smaller, because some of these are pretty big, but some of these are metal that were on the bathroom tiles. Some of them are glass, the lighter ones, and some of the darker pieces of glass. You know how I like stuff shiny. And some of these are my polymer clay tiles that I made over the years that weren't used in different projects. So let's get these down here where I can get a hold of them a little better and see what the hell I'm doing. So in my head, thinking about this last night, I sorted, oh, this one they tried to cut. I wonder if that'll snap. Yeah, okay. Some of these are pretty big. I don't know if I'm going to use that big of a piece. I don't want to make it overly heavy either. So I don't want too many of those glass tiles, but I do want some. What I was thinking was, if the white Crackle is going to come up kind of like from these corners and give me a little white space, I'll have like a path of this design. And I thought maybe, and this is just, you know, I'm thinking stages here. Maybe if I put some, you know, just scatter some tiles, some glass, maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to it, because this is probably going to change many times before I decide what to do. Just kind of have some glass sprinkled in here. And then maybe some of these bits. Here's a metal piece. This has a kind of a brush design in it. I thought they were kind of cool too. So I can maybe, I don't know, just lay a couple of these in here somewhere. I have another part of a sheet over here too that I can use. Maybe this long skinny one. That's different. I don't know. Okay. And then I have these polymer clay tiles. I got to stand up and look. So I'm trying to let you see how, you know, stuff is shiny on there. Oh, I don't have my daylight lamp on. Hang on. See if that matters, if that helps any. All right. So you can see the shininess in there. But I think the white space might do it a favor. CB, you're usually the white space expert. What do you think? But I found some of these tiles that I made way back where I just took white polymer clay, laid silver leaf on it, and then pushed a stamp into it. So the tiles came up looking like that, but they match this perfectly. So then I was thinking of like sprinkling some of these through this path here somehow, some way, different shapes and, you know, sizes and all that good stuff. And I found a few that have pictographs on them and some that have silver with pictographs on them. I know. So take some of the white space, right? With the white Crackle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it's a little too wackadoodle right now. And I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but you know, we're just playing right now. You know how like some black and white check somewhere. Different sizes of those here and there. But man, what a ballsy move that's going to be, slapping on Crackle ground over top of this. Oh, I wonder if I should just use like a what's that stuff called? Modeling paste instead of the Crackle. Use white modeling paste and maybe put some kind of texture in it. If it is just with a palette knife wiped on, you know what I mean, Vern? And this one was done with silver paint, I think. Oh no, this is silver pigment wiped in there because I can see where it's kind of a little bit got on the back of it. So I got those silver ones. I don't need to use all of these, but I'm just looking for a different variety of stuff. Maybe get a little more. Another little pictograph. There, here's 2 pictographs there. These little basket weave things are kind of plain and nice to break it up, but I think it's getting a little too much of that even. So okay, let's think this out. Put Crackle on a different paper, one of the prints, to see how well. Oh, that's a good idea. See, this is why I keep you around, CB. So okay, I'm going to move this out of the way somewhere safe. Is there such a place down here? Yes, I'll put it up here on this cutting board. That's semi-safe. And let's get some Crackle. So I have 2 different kinds of Crackle. I have Goldens. That has the better, the bigger cracks in it when it sets up. So let's try, and then after that I'll sign off for the night. Let's try one of these that I actually did. This one had one of the big stencils on there, but I didn't like how that looked with the other print behind it. It kind of like didn't work for my eyeball after I did it. So we'll sacrifice this one. This is Golden's Crackle Medium. So let's find a palette knife. And I'll just let this sit overnight and see what happens. This is like, it's like air fluff. I don't know. It's so light and airy and creamy. You just want to kind of play with it. Yeah, here goes. Then we'll just slide this on and I'll let it sit here overnight. And let's pretend I'm coming up out of this corner on the thing. So that's what I'll try to do here. This will probably make the paper just pucker up. I shouldn't have put it out here, but that's okay. Kind of like, you know, go from the corner and up at an angle here a little bit. So not at all like this is what is what I'm saying. Not at all like that, but you know. Okay, we just want to see what's going to happen overnight with this on this paper, right? Let's put a little bit down here too. Since we got the knife all buttered up, let's just see what happens. I'm not sure how thick to make it on this paper. I've done this on canvases and stuff before. Put Crackle in over paper. You're good. It is always your good luck, CB. Oh, crap. I stuck the knife in it. Boogered that up right off the bat. Got it on the handle. Got it on my hand. So that's about average. Okay, Gwen. Let's talk soon, hon. Love you. All right. So we'll stop there. And I'm going to go wash out this brush. We'll see what we get tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to try to stream earlier. I don't know what that means, but when I know, I'll put it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, to try to give you guys a heads up if you're interested in coming back again. And when I get this done, I want to try to play with the stencils a little bit more again to highlight those. But here is the information for the sale. For those of you who are interested, it's 25% off the entire iStencils site if you use code JULY25. Orders over $50 after the coupon applied get this 6x6 inch stencil called Light, which I've used here on several of these. And the sale runs till Monday night at midnight Eastern on the 26th of July. And free shipping in the US. International went up because of everything went up post-COVID for some reason. Shipping is much more difficult now. But same in Canada at $11.99. So that's the same. So there you go. And there's Andrew's got the link for iStencils.com. It's for the whole site, but these designs belong to Robyn McClendon, and you'll find them under her heading on the website. So thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you sometime tomorrow, hopefully. And appreciate you hanging in. See you guys. Take care.